Did you give birth but still feel emotionally shaken by what happened? Maybe everyone says, oh, at least the baby is healthy, the baby is fine. But deep down, you still feel hurt, you're afraid, overwhelmed, and sometimes you're even disconnected from, the situations around you. If your birth experience left emotional wounds that nobody talks about, then this video is for you. Welcome to today's video at Maternal and Infant Wellness. My name is Adanaya Ezanaka, and I'm a maternal and infant wellness advocate. This is a faith-based and a compassionate space where we talk honestly about pregnancy, postpartum recovery, breastfeeding, maternal mental health, everything that supports wellness for the early stages of motherhood. And today's topic, we'll be talking about something many women experience quietly, but sometimes is difficult to talk about, or even there's no opportunity to talk about it, and that's birth trauma and how to slowly reclaim your confidence back after it. So birth trauma is not only about the medical emergencies that may happen when you're having a baby, or before the baby. A mother can experience trauma even if the baby is healthy, like you've had your baby is fine, but you can still experience trauma. Sometimes these traumas come from feeling unheard after after your birth, feeling unheard during labor. There could be emergency interventions that had to happen. The fear of the fear during delivery. A lot of things happening that becomes so overwhelming that it becomes like a fear attached to your mind. It could be painful complications, it could be unexpected cesarean birth or separation from baby when after you've had a baby, because there's one or two medical conditions that had to be looked at for your baby or for yourself, and then you're separated from your baby for a couple of hours or even a full day. That can bring trauma, because some people just want to hold on to their baby immediately the baby arrives. It can also be a disrespectful care, not seeking your consent, treating you like you're not even human, like you're an animal, or simply feeling emotionally overwhelmed and unsupported. If the experience left you feeling powerless, frightened, emotionally wounded, or disconnected, just know it that your feelings are definitely valid. Don't think that there's something your own is special. No, your it's important that you acknowledge the fact that this feeling is something that is coming from me. It's valid. Many mothers expect to feel joyful immediately after their baby arrives, but trauma can make that postpartum period, that early, very immediate postpartum period, feel emotionally heavy. Some mothers experience flashbacks from labor, you know, the kind of things that happen during labor. They've never heard of that kind of thing before. And so when they get a flashback, it terrifies them. Some people feel anxiety, fear of future pregnancies. You can see a mom after having a baby. She says, I'm not going there anymore. I'm done having babies. Just this one is enough trauma. I'm not going back. You see some people feel guilt. Oh, because I didn't do this right. I didn't eat well. Maybe that's why my baby is not fine. Or I didn't do this right. I didn't practice my comfort measures properly. All kinds of guilt. It can also be sadness. Some mothers experience emotional numbness. They have difficulty bonding with their baby. Some have trouble sleeping or constantly replaying the birth experience in their mind. And sometimes mothers feel guilty for struggling emotionally because people expect them to just be grateful, but emotional pain deserves support too. And it doesn't mean that they are not grateful. It just means they have a feeling that they need to find a way to work with. It can be too much, especially if it's new, it's the first time. They've never felt that before. Birth trauma can deeply birth trauma can deeply affect the way a mother sees herself. Some mothers begin asking, did I fail? Was my body broken? Why couldn't I do it differently? Why couldn't I do what I've heard others do? Am I still a good mother? But needing help during birth is not failure. or during a cesarean section, or a cesarean birth that is becomes a stillbirth, or a cesarean birth that you're wondering, oh, I didn't want to have a cesarean, but I wanted to have a vaginal delivery. It's stillbirth. Struggling emotionally does not make a mother weak. No matter what happened, you had your baby, or your baby died, or your baby is sick, or you're sick, it should not be what a mother looks at as her point of weakness. No, it's not. It's not your making. You didn't plan to get sick. You didn't plan for something to happen to your baby. It's none of your fault. Reclaiming confidence after trauma does not mean pretending the experience never happened, because that's the case of some people. They just throw everything behind them without trying to address it. And then when it's unexpected, it hits them and it doesn't hit them well. Healing often looks like speaking about the experience safely, someone you trust. Receiving emotional support from your loved ones. When they're trying to tend to you, care for you, accept it, receive it. Don't be all strong and mighty and confident, can do all things. You may be all of that, but when they are offering it, accept it. You may be surprised at the kind of care you get, and you did, never even knew you needed that. Healing can also look like resting, nourishing your body, attending therapy or counseling if you need to, joining supportive community. I always talk about mother circles. I can never talk enough about it. You know, joining peer group communications, reconnecting spiritually for faith-based individuals, of faith-integrated individuals. Go down in prayer, pray, read your Bible, connect with God. Those meditations, those little prayers, short prayers. Also, healing can be learning to trust yourself again, but slowly. Do it gently. Confidence after trauma is built gently, not forcefully. It will come one day at a time. You will see that with time, you'll see how far you've gone, how much you've grown from the things that terrified you previously. For mothers carrying emotional wounds after birth, you are still worthy of gentleness, support, and healing. Sometimes healing begins by simply hearing. Someone saying to you, "What happened to you mattered." That alone can bring you. You say that to someone that thinks that everything, yeah, I've swept everything under the rug, and when they are told that whatever happened to them, especially if someone that was present there, maybe a nurse or a midwife or a doctor, or someone that was there when everything unfolded, when that person says this word, "What happened to you?" Use this sentence or phrase, "What happened to you mattered." It brings it brings goosebumps to them. Some people, you see them, they start shedding tears, because now they actually realize that someone else acknowledged what happened to them. Someone else noticed it. Someone else saw what happened. Someone witnessed it. Someone felt that, maybe not as much as they felt, but someone else understood what happened. Maybe not completely, but someone can relate to an extent. You do not have to carry the weight of difficult motherhood experience alone. If it's difficult, it is difficult. Talk to someone about it, discuss it. Even if it feels like you're fine. But deep down, you know that when you're by yourself, you think back on your experience and it doesn't give you a good feeling. Then you need to talk to someone. If every time you remember your birth experience and it leaves something very salty, in a salty aftertaste, or you just feel down and dampen your spirit, you need to talk to someone about it. You need to pray about it. You may think it's easy to just heal by yourself. Some people can, but others may need help. Get it if you need it. I always talk about healthcare providers, or even doulas and supporters, to always encourage birth debriefing. I always do that with my clients. give a woman the opportunity to talk about the experience she had having a baby. Some may not want to talk about it, but just let them know that you're open to listen to, you're open to listen to that experience, and give one or two recommendations or suggestions, or even just listen to it, and so that they know that someone else understands what they might have felt. Give them the room to do that. If they want to, that's beautiful. If they feel like they are fine, they don't want to, which maybe they are fine, that's fine as well. But I always ask professionals, healthcare professionals, or anyone that deals with mothers, when it comes to anyone that works with mothers when it comes to maternal wellness, whether you're a doula, or you're a lactation consultant, or you're a lactation counselor, or a midwife, or a nurse practitioner, you're a nurse, you're an obstetric and gynecology doctor, give a woman an opportunity to debrief her birth experience. If this video encouraged you, please like, subscribe, and share, and with share with any mom who may need emotional support today. And if you feel comfortable, you can share in the comment what helped you begin healing after postpartum or birth challenges. Thank you once more for coming in to look at today's video, watch it and learn from it. Just know that your healing process matters. My name is Adanaya Ezanaka, and I'm a maternal and infant wellness advocate. Until next time, next week, I'll see you again. Bye. Have a good week.